Coach, what did you see from Norm in his first night back?
A little rusty as far as when he got to the paint on his layups and attacking, but I thought his three-point shot was really good, and I thought as the game went along, he kind of found his rhythm and got going, but he was huge for us, being down 10, 2 threes, 2 or 3 plays on the blitz to Zoo. We made 2 nice passes to James, who made 2 threes, and so Norm was huge for us being on the floor.
A couple crucial plays from Terrence, too, down the stretch. And when you guys were trying to get back in the second half, what'd you like about what he did?
Aggressive, quick decisions, and like I said, he had a huge offensive rebound for us too late in that game as well. So just making quick decisions, getting to the paint, taking his open shots, and he was great tonight.
Jonathan, you started to see James get into another rhythm as the season's going along.
Yeah, I think I'm getting in better shape. I think understanding how we need to use them and, making plays for everybody else, but also getting his as well. And so 15 threes for him is great. Like we said, we want 10 or more, every night from him. So be able to get up 15 threes was huge for us. And he's been good for us all year, just leading the team, giving us what we need every single night, and it's been huge.
Coach, Jokic had a big game, but you guys kept him off the free throw line. Those last 4 free throws came the last couple minutes, take foul, and the one that you challenged on Batum. Can you talk about what you guys did defensively on him, staying solid, keeping him off the free throw line, not really letting him get into a rhythm, even though the numbers may say otherwise?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of just, trying to keep size on him, try to keep Zoo on him, match him minute for minute for the most part. And then, take away his threes. Last game we played him, he made 7 threes and he's shooting at a high clip this year. So it's not the same Joker you're used to. He's taking those shots and he's looking for those shots. And so we just made a real conscious effort to make sure we get out to his threes. They had too many points in the paint as far as cuts and, and seals, and we didn't do a good job with that tonight. I thought, we wasn't physical enough when they were ripping and slipping. We didn't do a good job of handling that. But overall, I liked our composure. I love how we were up 11, went down 10, kept our composure, kept fighting, and found a way to win this game.
Coach, congrats on the win. It's an 8-game winning streak at home now. In the third quarter, Amir kind of bumped knees with somebody and then went to the back, and then I saw him come out wrapped up, but he never checked back in. Is he okay, or was
Yeah,
he
they said he's okay. Yeah.
So it was just Terrence was playing so well, we just kind of kept him in.
Yeah, Terrence and Nico, we got into a little rhythm and a groove, and just kind of stuck with those guys.
Hey, Coach. Right here. James he's been this player, right? He's an MVP in this league. But him playing at this level, how critical is that for you, especially during this juncture, having this new team that you have and being without Kawhi as well?
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, just his leadership, having a hard training camp, doing everything, just trying to condition to get us ready for this journey. And so just leading by example, playing every day, practicing every day. Like I said, he hasn't shot the ball like he's accustomed to shooting, but that's coming along the last, 4 or 5 games. But just, leading this team, this young team, got a lot of young guys playing, and just putting guys in spots, trusting these guys, and, giving these guys confidence, and he's been great for us.
Hey, Coach, speaking of the young guys, Jordan Miller got a great opportunity tonight. How do you think he did?
It was good. I thought attacking the basket, getting to the rim, I thought it was really good. Like I said, we just got to challenge him defensively every night to be good, understanding our schemes and what we're trying to do defensively. But, he can score the basketball. And so as you've seen him play the last 5 or 6 games, he's been able to do that.
Coach, right here. 2 questions. Norman Powell, most improved player in the league, as I see it. And also, Terrence Mann looks like this was one of his better games of the season.
Yeah, this was, by far Terrence's best game. Big shots, playing in the pocket in the short roll, making plays. Offensive rebound was huge at the end of the game, but I thought he played with a lot of confidence, and this is who T-Man is, and that's who we need every night, and he was huge for us. And, Norm, like you said, most improved as far as from a scoring standpoint, but he's always been this good. Opportunities with PG and Kawhi starting. It was hard for him, but he's always been this type of player.
Ty, you didn't take James out late in the third or even early in the fourth. You let him play the entire second half. From your perspective, was that because you felt like that was the pivotal juncture of the game because Jokic did go sit at that time, and you guys needed to make a run when he was on the bench?
Yes, sir.
When you make that decision, because James and Norm both had it really going in the third, is that also you don't want to upset the rhythm that he's in?
Yeah, I mean, he's in a good rhythm, and with Norm, being on the restriction, we had to keep one of those guys in the game, and so Norm had to come out, and we had to play James all the way through, and so in the first half, his minutes were limited because we knew Norm was going to come off the bench in the second half, and then when he came out of the game, we had to keep James on the floor, so it worked out.
Coach, congrats, 8 straight at home.
Oh, thank
Love
you.
to see it. This crowd, this atmosphere, the wall, Chick-fil-A. What can go better? 8 in a row. How has this new arena been, especially the fans here at Intuit Dome?
Like you said, it was tough the first 4, but it's been great. The fan support from game 1 has been really good, and we struggled those first 4 games. And like I said, the last 8, just getting comfortable, being at home, fans showing up, showing out. So it's been good, just getting used to it, and that wall is spectacular.
Appreciate it.
How do you feel like you guys manage the absence of Scoot, that backup, playmaker score position for you guys?
Yeah, it got a little tricky with Norm's minute restriction and having to get James out. We was on the floor a lot without a point guard, so T-Man kind of handled those responsibilities of just getting us into our sets. And I thought we did a good job. They were small, so they were switching a lot of stuff, but I thought Jordan, Amir, T-Man, they did a good job of just handling and understand we're trying to get to our next actions, attack downhill. They were able to do that, but we got to some funky combinations. Once we had to get Norm out and James was out, and then KD was one on the floor, no point guard. But we did a lot better second half.
With Jordan, what else do you need to see out of him to earn minutes when you guys are whole? Is it just like a numbers game at that point, or what?
Yeah, it's a numbers game, and I love what he's done. He's played with confidence. He's gotten to the basket, got to the rim, gotten to the free throw line. He plays poised. He plays like a veteran player. And so he's earned my trust. It just kind of depends on who's healthy, when we're back, and when we're whole. So we'll see.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Right.
Thank you for coming to see us, James.
Here you go. One of these funny.
What does it mean to you to officially now have knocked down over 3,000 3-pointers? It's just you and Steph have done that?
None of one of those, accomplishments that we never take for granted. Just the amount of work that I put in. Countless days and nights where I put the work in, and a lot of people don't see it, but the results happen. So just thankful. All right, that's it.
What's going on, James?
What's up, man?
Can you talk about just from being like one of the best scorers in the game to now, obviously you're still a great scorer, but now you're one of the best facilitators. Can you talk about that transition?
Yeah, well, that's not a transition. I do both. It's just each possession, dictates, or the defensively, each possession dictates, what they want me to do. So I just play the game the right way, and try to get teammates involved and move the scoreboard. Come on, Norm.
Talking to you getting up about 10, kind of what through the game. Took 15 today. Just your shot profile so far this season. How do you felt about it? Have you got to the spots that you wanted? I know you got your legs under your season's done, but shot profile.
I'm feeling a lot better. My legs are starting to. For an older guy in this league, 16 years in this league, it takes me a little bit of more time to get, acclimated. Especially, my role has changed. I haven't had this role in, 4 or 5 years. So it took me some time to get there. But you guys can see us, game by game, I continue to get better, and I'll eventually put a lot more efficiency and less turnovers. But at this point, it's just finding ways to win games. That's the most important thing, and especially now having Norm back, it just made my job a lot easier. So tonight was one of those games where you find a way to win, and that's all that matters.
I asked Ty before the game about this month and a half you guys have been without Kawhi. If you expect to, how you guys have handled it. How do you guys think you guys have handled it so far?
We're a little frustrated, honestly, just because we feel like shouldn't lose for real, but that's not the beauty of this league. But for us, it's for sure a handful of games that we felt like we let slip away. And I know every team feel like that, but like defensively, we're good enough to where we're going to be for the most part be in every game, and we feel like we let a couple slip away. So we try our best not to allow the ones that we must have and we should win, win, and then the other ones just give ourselves the best chance, which I think we've done that so far.
And this is for both of you guys. T-Man came in with about 3 minutes left in the third, didn't come back out. Can you talk about what you see from him? This is a guy that was a starter for you guys.
Yep.
Now he's coming off the bench, but yet he's a stay-ready guy. And Ty talks about what he continues to bring night in, night out for you guys. Can you talk about what T-Man does for this team that may not always show up in the box score?
The energy and effort that he brings on every game basis, defensively, making hustle plays, rebounding the basketball. You see late in the game, crashing the ball, getting that rebound for us to get a second possession. Those are the plays that he makes, and then timely threes. He knocked that one down in the corner and opposite corner as well. But that energy and effort that he comes with every single night is what we need, and it showed tonight.
This one's for James. It seems like once a game, I could be wrong, that you get fouled from three and you go to the free throw line. They got you 3 or 4 times tonight. Is that an art, or a guy's just not getting
It's
space?
fouling. It's probably more than that. They missed a couple, but it's my step back. Like you can't. It's difficult to block it. Like I don't. It's rare that it's gonna get blocked. So the best you can do is try to challenge it. And then when you start being extra aggressive, that's when the fouls happen. So for me, it's not. And I gotta do a better job of not, just focusing on the rim, if that makes sense. And then my shot will go in a lot more. So I don't really. I don't know what to tell you.
Appreciate it.
James, you said you have this role now that you haven't had in like 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
years. Is it? I mean, you've been this player though. Is it kind of like riding a bike?
Comfortable.
Getting back to
So
it?
comfortable.
And how important is it, or how different is it now, considering kind of the youth of this team?
It's different in a sense of, well, for me individually, I think the role, is easier for me, or it's easy for me just because I've been in a situation, for a lot of my NBA career, and I think just helping guys and seeing guys and putting guys on the floor. Obviously, we got to coach for that, but just helping them guys as much as I can to where it makes the game a lot easier for them. Is something that I'm very, very comfortable in. But then just the guys, man, they just from like the plane to like just the way we communicate with each other, like off the court, it helps on the court. It's fun. Like it's really fun, and I mean, hopefully you guys can see it translate on the court. But like it's just it's lit. We got a lot of guys that just like want to see each other do well, like got great intentions. And once you got that from a group of guys, and then obviously the talent speaks for itself, you got something special. So we're going to hold the fort down, and I'm happy, like I said, for Norm to get back. We're going to hold the fort down and keep doing things and progressing and keep getting better until Wyatt gets back, and then hopefully we can put this thing together. But as of now, we're just going to keep chipping away, one game at a time.
Congrats on the win, guys. Norm, when you went down, Amir Coffey really stepped up, and tonight you and James had 67 points between the two of you. Like you mentioned earlier, it seems like there's just something where everybody knows when to step up, everybody's playing for each other. Just wondering, like, how proud of you, or either of you, moments like these when it's time for someone to step up, it seems to happen every single time.
Really proud of him, man. One thing I said, to y'all at the beginning of the season, like we got dogs. We got guys that believe in themselves, that want the opportunity to show what they can do and do more. Amir stepping into that starting role and playing really well, being confident, being aggressive, knocking down threes, getting stops defensively, rebounding. And then even today, a minute restriction, but him coming in still ready, prepared, being aggressive, being confident. That's what we need. But we got a whole bench of guys that can come in there and make an impact. It's always been a next man up mentality, and there's no difference between Amir and them. They've been here for a while, so they know. But like I said, the team as a whole it always has that mindset to go in there and be aggressive and make plays for us to win.
Norm, you've watched James Harden as an opponent for a decade. You've watched him as a teammate on the floor. You've watched him now on the bench for a few games. What's so special about what he's been able to do this year?
His basketball IQ, it's difficult to see from afar. You just see the numbers, piling up, but on the floor, knowing when to attack, knowing when to get his shot off, when the guys get the guys open, the passes he makes. Being on the team, you like it. You're not frustrated, but just his IQ of the game, is amazing to see. It makes it easy for me. I'm just trying to find a way to get open so I can get a catch and shoot three off. But he knows how to get guys open and to get the most out of the team.
James, what have you liked about Norm's season so far?
He just, I think I said this before, but he finally has an opportunity to where I don't think he's had before to obviously be a starter, but just to be Norm, you know what I mean? And then the work that he puts in behind closed doors is why the reason why he's playing so well. You know what I mean? So we talk about preparation for the opportunity. There it goes right there. He's prepared for this moment. He puts the work in, and then the opportunity presented itself to where he starts, and he's shooting the hell out the ball, getting to the rim, making his teammates better, and he's playing well. So, I was kind of a little frustrated not having him on the court, but I think I told him just being on that having a hamstring problem. I told him that's something they don't play with. So take his time, and whenever the hell he gets back, he's the opportunity is gonna be there. So I'm happy it was tonight, and he shot the shit out the ball and played well. So we just gonna have to, like I said, hold this 14 down to why get back. But just proud of each individual one of the guys.
Two more. You're obviously facing a minutes restriction event. I'm not sure if I saw you in the exercise bike on the side in the first half, but one, how hard is it to? I know you want to be out there. How hard is it to be limited in that first half? And I guess when you got to go in that third quarter, you and James together, what does that feel like when you guys have those? I think you guys are 6 of 6 from 3 together.
Just flow, man. It feels like you're playing the game the right way. It just flow. Honestly,
that shit feel good, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Flow, that shit feel good.
It's the flow, man. The flow of the game. We find open shots. I think it's good, man. The energy. You feel the energy. From my shots to James to Nico. I mean, Mo hit a big 3 in the corner. The game was going away. You felt the energy. You felt the shift in momentum in the game. Came out in the third, and it kind of got some easy buckets and things like that. I think the shot making and locking in on the defensive end really got us going. Definitely feels good. The energy is great.
And James, I have to ask you. You hit the step back and you stirred the pot there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't seen that in a while.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
Nope.
You'll see highlights later.
Yeah, so I was definitely going to ask Norm about James hitting the stir. So I'll ask you, what did you see on that mid-range?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
All right, I don't know.
I didn't see anything. I was running back on defense.
Oh, well, good defense then.
Thanks, y'all.